Ow. Hello. Hold on. I'm having a mental breakdown. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm having a bad day. Good morning, everybody. Afternoon. Shujan, thank you for being first. Quintuple, hello. Psycho, welcome in. Vil, hello. Right, closed captioning. So the plan is to pack my books and have you all hang out while I pack them and chat. However, I don't know if that's gonna happen because I don't know if it's gonna work. Isn't that quintuple, or isn't that quintuple? Isn't that emote amazing, quintuple? Here, take my spoon. Yeah, no, it's so I went to bed last night thinking like, okay, I know that being at stream on time on Sundays has been kind of stressful for me because Jack usually doesn't work till noon on Sundays and he is dragging his ass. And I'm like, I need you to get your ass up. But today I woke up and I was like, you know what? I just want to like read my book and chill. And then I was like, actually, I'm really hungry. So I woke Jack up and I was like, breakfast. And so we went out and got breakfast together. We took Sunny with us. We we stopped at the store and got some boxes and tape so I can start packing today. But I could not get my extra, whatchamacallit, my phone camera thing to pull over. I spent the last hour trying to get it to work, and I think I finally have it working. He stinks. So we're gonna try it. I just popped. You guys couldn't see it. Thank God. Popped the biggest pimple ever. I also have lapel mics now, and so I was so excited. I was so excited to pack with you all, and then my phone had to do its thing. Yeah, new mic. So you know what? Let's just go and test it out, shall we? Let me get this pulled up. Wait. Probably not. Now you can? Hello? Where's my... Don't talk to me or my son ever again. For why? Did you get any Easter eggs or no? No. I didn't even get invited to a family Easter. Okay, let me try turning these on quick. Okay, that's why. Okay, now can you guys...
Okay, now can you guys... It's... Whoa.
I don't know
I
what's
don't know what's
happening.
happening.
Oh, it is
Oh,
working,
it is working,
I think.
I think. little echoey. I'm wondering if. Hold on. I'm coming. Everybody leave me alone. I'm wondering if it's coming through my phone and not through this mic, which would be really fucking annoying. I don't know what happened. Fuck. Hello? Right. It's not letting me unmute myself. There we go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Why is it doing the thing of what it is doing? Why is it doing the thing of what it is doing? Yeah, it's a little bit delayed, I feel like. Yeah, it's a little bit delayed, I feel like. Really delayed. Holy shit, that's really delayed. I hate it. I hate it. Well, poo. Well, poo. This is my bookshelf. This is my bookshelf. Ah. Okay. Okay. We'll scratch this whole idea. We'll scratch this whole idea. Thanks for coming to stream today. The books look so unorganized. The books look so unorganized. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Look at it. I've got nonfiction. Fiction that I have not read. Nonfiction that I have read. Fiction that I have read. Fantasy that I have read. Cute little setup. Fiction that I haven't, or fantasy that I haven't read. There's an echo, bro. I know, bro. We're testing shit and it's not working. How many mics do you have on? I might have two on. Hold on. Is this better? Or worse? How many mics do I have on? Is it better? Is it still really delayed? Okay, it's just because I had my other mic on? That's crazy. All right. Let me start a timer. Oh. We're gonna do a 20-minute break because we're gonna need it after this. I'm not muting. We're just gonna yap. I'm thinking I'm gonna pack the books that I have read first. And then shit, I meant to bring the book card over here. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. Books that I have read, we're packing first. And then books that I'm not going to get to in the next 2 weeks before I unpack. Cool? First things first, what we're gonna pack is I'm looking at this book right here. She's huge. We need to pack her. Oh my god, it fits so perfectly in this box. Wait, no, it doesn't. Nope. I lied. It does not fit in this box. Okay? Scratch that. I also have my bottom shelf, which is like a questionable unhaul shelf. I did take. Oh, let me hold on. I bought books this week. Let me do a book haul quick. I did take about 10 books. I don't know if I'm walking around. I did take about 10 books to the secondhand store this week. and I only came out with 3. Are you proud of me? Or are you proud of me? Well, technically I came out with 4 because no, you can't be over here. I'm already out of breath. Because they didn't take one of my books. 3 is way too few for you. I know. I mean, I was running short on time because I had an appointment at 2. And it was like 12:30, and I still had to pick up Sunny from the groomer. And it was about 20 minutes from my house. So, what are you doing? Hi, mister. I was looking for specific books. You guys can see them. I was looking for some specific books. I was, yeah, three new to me books. And then I unhauled. I do have a picture of all the books I unhauled. Maybe next sprint, I'll fix the spreadsheet. But the book that they didn't take was the Jane Austen Society, which is totally fine because I bought it for $6. Brand new. Brand new, $6. Originally, it was supposed to be 27 Canadian. And honestly, I love Good Deal, and that is why I bought this book. I've not read any Jane Austen. I wasn't sure if I wanted to unhaul it, but I don't really care about it, so I'm like, whatever. And then the book I was looking for books 2 and 3 in the Southern Reach trilogy in the original covers because they redid the covers. Currently reading the first book. I'm almost done with it. You guys can't see it, but I think I have 40 pages left or something like that. And I need the other 2, but they don't have the old covers anymore. And so I was looking for those. I need your full impressions when you're done. Excuse me. Are you giving him a kiss? Did you just give him a kiss? I listen, Vil, fully getting scammed. Shrujan, do not give him back those points. I don't have a single ounce of liquid in this corner, and I'll be damned if I'm crawling over my bed again because I'm already out of breath. Also need your opinion on the movie if you see it. Okay. I was thinking about this last night. I do want to do maybe some movie nights, especially like after I move. I feel like me watching a movie while I'm doing other stuff is more helpful than me just sitting and watching a movie. I would like no, Shrudrin, let me tell you. I would like to watch with you all. What one did we talk about? Oh yeah. Flowers for Algernon. And I would also like to watch the Southern Reach Annihilation because I just found out what the title means. You're kidding! Oh my god, it was crazy. Anyways, so what I picked up at the store is I got another Jeff Vandermeer that is not, I did not find the other 2 books in the series. But this one is The Strange Bird. It's a short story and it's from his book Born, a novel. And that has been on my TBR since like 2020 and I never got around to it. But now I think that I have this, I will, but it's in such great condition. And it was like $4. So I was like, yeah, you're coming home with me, right? Why not? Hi, Fleeny. Fleen, do you like the new setup? It only took about 5 years off my life. I've been interested in that book for some time too. Born? Yeah, I would love to read it. And then I almost got this one off of Book Outlet because it's on Book Outlet right now. And it's Hummingbird Salamander, also by Jeff Vandermeer. And these were the only 2 books that I really found that I was interested in. Ooh, this is blurbed by Emily St. John Mandel. A harrowing, gripping, and profound novel. It's both a thriller and a requiem for a disappearing world. I expect this novel will haunt me for a long time. And Sylvia Moreno Garcia says, a strange, seductive eco-thriller ripe for our era. Anyways. But anyways, yeah, it was $8 for like a brand new hardcover that I was going to buy on Book Outlet anyways. And then, oh, you know what? I have 4 new books. I have 4 new books, but only 3 of them came from the secondhand store. And this next one, I've been looking for ages. Looking for ages. Especially like a nice, like every time I find a copy, it's so beat up and battered. Look at how pristine this is. Look at this shit. Yeah, I saw this and I was like, you're coming home with me. $8. $8. What a steal. And then I got my book of the month pick, which I believe this is my last credit on book of the month. I've been trying to pause my subscription and just wait for a book that I like come out, but I just need to get a book and fucking cancel that shit because yes, $8 US. This was $8 US. That's the most my secondhand bookstore ever charges. And then this was also $8 US, and then this was this was 5. So, and they write in pencil. They write the amount, and so I feel like when I go back and sell them books, they just see that it's a book that I bought from them originally. That's value right there. I know. And so I really like, and they only take certain books. And so I get really picky there because I'm like, I know I can find good editions. Like, I found this of A Christmas Carol. I've also seen this edition of other classics that I already own. I think this was like $3. Yeah, $3. And it's in pristine condition again. All right, we have got to start packing, you guys. We can yap about books while I pack. But anyways, I got The Sun Was Electric Light by Rachel Morton. It's disillusioned with her life in New York. Ruth returns to a lake town in Guatemala where she had been happy a decade earlier. There in Punayacho, she meets 2 very different women, the calm and practical Emily and the turbulent and intoxicating Carmen. Deciding to stay and build a life at the lake, Ruth finds work first as a nanny to a wealthy local family, then as an English teacher
Makata
at
and
a
Sunny
village
Love, I
school.
love how cozy you look today, Mick. Happy Sunday,
Hiya.
and happy 15 months.
Anya, thank you so much for the 15 months. I don't think I have stream alerts on this page, so I'm so sorry you got scammed, but TTS was wonderful. I heard it. I hope you all did. Welcome to my packing. But yes. Meanwhile, she becomes increasingly infatuated by her friendship with Carmen, pushing away the stability of her connection with Emily. As Carmen's fragile relationship with the world splinters, the difference between a visitor and truly belonging becomes clear, and Ruth is forced to act. It's a sublime novel about searching for belonging and a life that makes sense. I don't know, it seems like it's gonna make me sad. And that's what I've been wanting right now. Okay, so we're gonna start with, let's actually start down here with, let's start with possible unhauls. Well, no, actually, let's just pack them backwards because they're in alphabetical order uh by author. This is a possible unhaul. See, some of my unhauls, I have like annotated some, and so I don't have. So I'd have to like take all those out before I send it to the store. This is a notebook. What's in this notebook? I believe this was my class notebook. Yes, it was. That's why I keep it on my shelf. It's a good reminder. The class was about leadership and work-life balance, and it was really nice. Has anybody read the second book in the Immortal Longing series? Is it worth it? If you own Red Dragon. I do already own Red Dragon. I don't own any other Thomas Harris. I also want to unhaul my copy of These Violent Delights and These Violent Ends, but I was unemployed at the time, and I fear I was in my annotating era. And so I need to go through and take all the stickies out. But I don't really do YA much anymore, so it doesn't really make sense to me to keep all of those. Same with Our Wives Under the Sea. Like, I liked it. I don't think I loved it. Sunny, buddy. Annie bot. Possible unhaul. These books are a weird size. Poetry book. All right, so now this is my historical fiction collection. Why I put them in a different area than my regular fiction, I am not the one to ask. I don't know. I don't know why I do that. But I have Kate Quinn, Lisa Wingate, Kristen Hanna. Moving stresses me out. That's why I'm taking you all with me. You know, the OGs when it comes to historical fiction. Those are my besties there. Now we're back into regular-ish fiction and classics. The GOAT right there. Has anybody read the rest of this series? I've only read the first book. Sunnybug, what are you eating? Don't eat off the floor, please. That's gross. This one I'll put into a donation bin. I do have a box of donation stuff that I'm filling up as we go. Let's see. Picture of Dorian Gray. Again, in my annotating era. I have a coloring book and my another class book. I feel like these need to stay. And then I also have my some textbooks down here, which again I'll put into a different bin, I believe. Forgot I have books under. Oh, shit, I forgot I have books under my bookshelf. I have like a 1-inch opening, and I just shoved stuff under there. Oh, okay. Just little binders, apparently. I swear I had another book under there. Alright. Anyways. I feel like I still want to leave out Flowers for Algernon right now, because I'm still, like, mourning my read-through. And we have more classics. So, like, I feel like Chlorine I could unhaul. I don't know, but I also just like owning. I don't know. It's such a hard decision on which ones to get rid of and which ones to keep. Because, like, I did enjoy them. I do enjoy them. I would recommend them to people. I just don't know. Do I need to hold on to them? Let's put God of the Woods down here. I just need a lot of my big hardcovers. Ninth House. These are all pretty small. My T. Kingfisher books maybe down here. Ugh. Do you guys put like should I put bubble wrap in between these books, or should I just leave them? Hi Blackened. We're packing. Unfortunately. Hi J Fast. I'm stressed. And then I have books behind books. I have an Ernest Hemingway, Shirley Jackson, Phantom of the Opera. Ooh, these actually might be good. These little pocket books might be good to put in here. Sure. Works. Okay, I'm gonna start putting my nonfiction hardcovers, I think. Why can't all books be the same size? It's like a very important question, actually. I need them all to be the same size, and I need them all not to be like the standard size. I want them to be just a little bit smaller. All right, what do we have? Let's maybe squeeze my copy of the wallpaper in there. Got more books behind. It's too close for the top, I feel like. This is when having so many books sucks. All right, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. It's not that serious. It'll be okay. If I go like this. And then can I put, I used to have an obsession with Mitch Albom. I still do a little bit, but not as much as I used to. Every time I saw one of his books, I would pick it up. But not anymore. We've broken up a little bit. See if I can put this Christmas Carol edition down in here. No. Okay, I'm not gonna get to this Mitch Albom book. Okay, it's not gonna squeeze in there anyways. All right, I think we have one box done. I didn't think this through. It's a conspiracy by a big bookshelf. Wait, what? Remove the. Okay, so you put bubble wrap in for hardcovers, remove the jacket covers. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. We ain't doing all that. Mm-mm. I'm moving down the street. We're just gonna hope and pray that Jack doesn't ruin my books. All right, I'm gonna close this up. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to lift it for our friends. Oh, that's not actually that bad. I don't know how I'm gonna get around you though. Excuse me, pardon me. You like that? Just catapult the books to an open window of the new place. Honestly, I fucking could. I grabbed the wrong tape. Hold on. Genuinely, I could just bring my car, back it up to my patio, and just start throwing shit. That's like today when I told Jack I needed to go buy boxes. He was like, I'm not really like a box packer. I'm like, yeah, because all your shit fits into duffel bags that you've had since you were 12. And he's like, yeah, kinda. I'm like, yeah, I have more stuff than that. Like my book collection, which may now be down below 200. To be determined. All right. Has anybody ever told you you're supposed to fill a bookshelf from the bottom up? You're also supposed to unpack it from the top down. And I'm not doing that. But I never admitted to being a professional either. Yeah, you're supposed to, because if it gets top heavy, like this thing could come crashing down on my head. And then hopefully one of you would call emergency services for me. I hope. Can be ours to bend over. I'm sitting on a stool that usually lives under my desk, so my feet can hit the ground. I'd point and laugh. This thing is solid though. My dad made me this, and at the time he made it for me, solid oak was cheaper than plywood. And so usually when you make a bookshelf, the outside is like solid oak, and then the shelving itself is just plywood, or like the little divots. I don't even think you guys can see, but like the little divots back here are usually plywood. My dad said solid wood, solid oak, which by the way, he called me the other day, and he is going to get wood to make me a second one because I'm spoiled. And he's retired now. Nobody judge me. I'm gonna put my piece of gum up there. It's beautiful. I'm absolutely obsessed with this bookshelf, and I fear it's custom. And first of all, my father made this and then threw out the measurements. I'm ignoring that. And then threw out the measurements. Hello? There we go. And then I was like, hey, Dad, I need another one. And he's like, when I gave it to you, you only had like 3 of the shelves full. And I was like, yeah, but I filled it because that's what you do. And he wasn't, anyway, so we had to come measure it over Thanksgiving. This song's a banger. I should have made it so you guys can pick the songs. No, but my dad retired and now he has all the time in the fucking world to do things for me. All right, we're gonna fill a small Amazon box that I've been saving. My goal for this morning was to go through all the boxes I have sitting in my kitchen and scratch everything out with Sharpie so we could do this and I won't dox myself. But then I spent half my morning figuring out this setup, so here we are. Also, here's my guitar. My guitar lives in this corner as well. And this is my window with my blackout curtains. And it's very bright. Yeah, this is my room. Maybe you guys will slowly see the rest of my apartment as we pack. Klaxon? What's that? It's my turn. You can't have it. I'm so confused. Oh! This is laced with hatred. I supplied the hatred. All right. This is a smaller box. So I feel like we can do some books that I'm not going to read before I move. And I'm just looking at this stack of books on my book cart and crying a little inside. All right. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Not reading that bitch. Maybe never. I tried reading it once and I fucking couldn't stand it. Let's see. War and Peace. Not happening. Um, again, again. I'm not gonna read any of these. I don't know why I'm being picky. Okay. Pillars of the Earth doesn't fit. Actually, this actually fits quite nicely in here. Put that in there. Those two are gonna go there. And then I need a bigger, that one. It's the Iliad and the Odyssey. Oh yeah. Fits so nicely. Demon Copperhead, not happening before we move. Sorry. Entangled Life. This is all about fungi. I found it from Allie actually, and it's really cool. I kind of looked in it for tattoo inspiration as well. It's just got some really cool illustrations in it. It's kind of cool. It's got some cool diagrams as well. I also got this. This is one of the first books I got at the secondhand store in town here when I first moved back. You know what, these two would be perfect in here. Christmas Carol and Breakfast at Tiffany's. I feel like something should go in the side of this to like fill it. Maybe. I do feel like what we also need to do is get show you the cover of the Iliad and Odyssey, of course. Sorry, I have chat like over here, and my laptop for some reason doesn't do Twitch in dark mode, so I'm looking at it as little as possible. We're here. Also got this at the secondhand store for $8. 8 doll hairs. Let me look here if it says translated by Samuel Butler. This is a Barnes and Noble edition. Cover design by Patrice Kaplan, back cover art by Paul Gerard. Printed and bound, yeah. Yeah, it's so pretty, and it's got gilded edges. Ew, I felt like Bill there for a second. If you all want to leave, I understand. All right. This one's going to be done for now. Well, actually, you know what one I know will fit right in there well is I have this edition of The Catcher in the Rye that I've tried reading 3 different times, and I just can't really get through. But I've heard such good things about people who have very similar taste in classics as me. And so we'll see. Maybe someday I'll get to it. This one has some space in it. Hey, Bug, why don't you go get your stuff? We can start packing your stuff. Maybe that would be good to put in with the books. Your bandanas. You could put in a set of bells. Yeah. Resell your bells. You don't use them anymore. You're too smart. Yeah, that can go in the bin. I was busy, but I heard that laugh. Of course you did. Right, and right. You did say you were trying to get Emily Wilson's translation of it. I'm trying not to hit the mic. So sorry if I do. Sunny is like, what the fuck are we doing? You know something's up, huh? This is the first day we packed. I know we haven't done this in 3 years. Can you believe that? You've lived in the same place for 3 years. And you're only 4. You moved 3 times in your first like 6 months of life. Because your mom was, yeah, your mom's life wasn't put together. But she got you. Sometimes I think about the shit I went through in Sunny's first year of life, and I'm like, this poor dog. We were homeless for a little bit. That was one of the times we moved. You weren't even one. I guess he was one when we moved in here. He turned one when we were homeless. No, I have not fully read The Catcher in the Rye. I want to just to like understand because I know it's in a lot of the school curriculums and stuff. But I just cannot get through it. So I'm holding on to it in the hopes that maybe one day I'll have an epiphany and it'll go in the bin or something. Okay, perfect. Ah! All right, should I put my school books in here? I feel like those need to just get packed. Oh my god! Shall we open to a random page? This book's fucking heavy. Vascular. I should read up on the GI stuff of this. I haven't read that. It'd be interesting to know like what information's in here on my like current job. Because that book goes so in detail, but like you don't really specialize. Physical and health assessments. I could use some of that knowledge on myself. Bill, I'm gonna murder you. Why do I keep laughing like that? It's all Bill's fault. Here's my completion of doing the 3-day trek to Machu Picchu certificate. A Machu Picchu postcard. Leadership and development. I'm doing it. All right. Let's pack some of these books. Which this book, The Alloy Law, has been sitting on Jack's nightstand since I finished it. Because I've been trying to get him to read it, and he just won't, which is fine. That's totally fine. But it's been sitting over there because it doesn't have a home. Because it doesn't fit on the shelf. Ew. My god, and now I'm breathing like Vil too. Jesus. Somebody come clock me over the head. Please. Somebody come clock me. Tomorrow you wake up with an afro. Not on a Monday. I'm not going to know what to do with it. At least give it to me on a weekend so I can practice. And I don't look disheveled because I don't know how to take care of my hair. All right. I need some smaller paperbacks. This one might actually fit in this corner. Best book of all time. No. I should put this book in here. There we go. I'd add a hardcover in between some of the paperbacks to give it some structure, you know? That little guy in there. I'm not going to read this book because I have not read the first 3 books in the series. Let's find that at home. There we go. Sorry. I'll send you the hair care details. Please overnight them. I don't. How does one pack? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oops. These 3 books seem safe to pack. Do I unhaul this? 6 of Crows. I've never read it. And I've owned it for probably since 2022. I just love Brandon Sanderson so much. I don't want to ruin his books. Here, this is what I need. I need a hardcover to make that flat. And we can put those 2 books there. And then this I'm not really gonna probably get to. Some War and Peace in there. If you don't know who Henrietta Lacks is, please go research our queen. This is becoming more and more disheveled the more I shove in here. Rather than being more organized. It's too tall. Oh. What's that? Shit. That's angled. Okay. Hold. I'm gonna start crying. That's where I wish I bought more mass market paperbacks. You know? We'll take a break in a second. Let me just try to get my life together a little bit. Okay. Maybe Dante's Inferno can slide down here. Slide that down in there. Some Margaret Atwood. Does not fit. Need something short. Short. Here, what about this? Half a War. No. the bell jar. Kind of fits, and I don't really care if that book gets a little bent up. That one can go there. And let me go over. I'm going to go over to the. You know what? Y'all are coming with me. We're going to go over to the book cart. And I'm just taking this whole shebang. Capiche? Something short, where's Pete's? Exactly. Yeah, I won't see it. Thanks, Flynn. We're going to the messy part of the house, okay? Nobody judge. Nobody judge. Oh my god, but my computer chair. I can get my computer chair over here. Hello, young grasshoppers. Welcome to my studio. I'm on the wrong side. How do I flip it? Hold on. Nope, not what I want. No! 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 I hate it in here. I give up. I give up. I can't read chat. Exposed. It's just my desk. My desk is so messy. All right. How do I flip flop it? I hate it. I just looked up on my computer. I hate it here. Okay, okay. You know what? I hate it. Anyways, these are more of my books, aka my book cart. It's huge. I have a problem. Let's find a small book. Let's see, I feel like I might read this one. I'm currently reading this one. I feel like ha ha ha. The small of small books. Let me go grab my box. Lift with your knees. All right. So I have this. I'll put this in sideways here. And then I think that's the cap. Oh, I can put one right here actually. A short, skinny. Let's put, I don't think I'm gonna get to Thornhedge in the next 2 weeks. Sure. It doesn't really fit, but we're making it fit. Great. Do you tape these shut or do you for the clip? There we go. Sharpmundo. All right. Textbooks and books. Actually, let me label this other box first. The rest of the way. There we go. All right. Lift with your knees, kids. And don't hit the mic. That's the secret here. Okay, you can't see. There's a tote out there that is for donations. But we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a little break. Cheap viewers. I don't pay for my viewers. Thankfully, they are all here by their free will. And I don't know why. But yeah. Okay, let me change the Okay, bye.
Y'all getting paid to be here? Okay. Turn my mics off. Well, that sucked. I'm not gonna lie. That sucked. Okay, I'm gonna get myself settled during this ad break. Done 4. Also, Shrujan asked, I'm drinking peach mango and green tea Celsius. It's the only Celsius I drink. And the other reason I'm having a really bad day is I am out of my ADHD medication. That's a lie. I have 1 pill left, and I'm saving that for a special day because my doctor did not send my refill in, or my new prescription in like she usually does. And so I've been self-medicating and it's not going well. Yeah, here we are. I think I'm going to do the tasks on my list and then start tidying my desk for packing. Does that make sense? Like, so like I have like writing utensils here, right? Like some of these, I have 1 jar that I'll probably keep out until I move. And so some of those are going to stay, but first of all, my chopsticks can go to the kitchen. Okay. And you want to give me groceries as well, please, Shrujan? Thank you. And my mild liners can go into a bin. I do have these big like storage boxes. What do you need? Anything. I do have these big storage boxes that I currently keep like extra office supplies and stuff in. And I'll bring drugs. You know what? That's actually what I need right there. I need nothing else. I need drugs, please. But I might put some of my other office supply stuff in there and try to organize those a bit. And I don't know if I want to get the other Annihilation books in the original cover or if I should just go to the new cover and just keep, because I do like the first book's cover in the old edition is my favorite. The other two I don't necessarily care about. Nice. We're getting there. There we go. Update currently reading. Look at that. I'm getting tasks done and I didn't even know they were on my list. 1 can of Dr. Pepper, please. That's crazy. At least get a case. Done. 3. No, 2. Do you need to post my schedule for the week? I were my planner. Where would I be? Shit. Orange juice. Here it is. Orange juice. Baby, I say no. All right, what do we have this week? It's World Book Day on Wednesday. Best day ever. Um, baby. All right. Oh my gosh. We literally move in 2 weeks. That's so stressful. Earth Day followed by World Book Day. Right. Okay, and then my to-do list, I also need to add call my doctor. All right. Tidy kitchen? When did that get on my list? When did tidy kitchen get on my list? Not a chance I put that on there. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Now one. So I'll post the schedule and then we'll do and then I'll pull up the spreadsheet and we can do some spreadsheet updates. After that, I'm either going to read or I'll listen to my book and I'll change the book cover to the book that I'm listening to. And just pack in the background maybe. We'll see. We shall see. But we've got shit to do, people. Meaning I do. I don't know about yourself, but. All right, let's work, people. Hello everybody, welcome back. Egg hunting! Oh my gosh, hello Carol, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Enjoy Easter and all the festivities. Hi Kingster, welcome in. Vil, start doing something. Stop looking at my jawline. I know she eats. I'm kind of chilly. Oh, we already updated the spreadsheets. Done. Hi, Maddie. Maddie, I was wondering, Kingster said hi to you, and I was like, I have not seen Maddie. Am I crazy? It might be. It's all right. Been lurking. That's fine. I just didn't see you in chat. I've been half asleep. That's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna put on my audiobook of Kingster Stalking Community tab. That's what I figured happened. Hi, Avi. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to put on my audiobook and listen while I pack/organize a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to go back to my bookshelf or if I'm going to work on my desk. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do. I also have Spirit City pulled up. Or I don't know if I'm going to work on my desk. I'm not quite sure. Oh my god, there's another paperback of Flowers for Algernon on Book Outlet. And it's such a good cover. If you guys want to read that book, it's on Book Outlet right now. Right now. That's also why I put some lo-fi type stuff on, is so I can listen to my book. I think Shurjan said that he read Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, if I remember correctly. I sensed my name being spoken. What happened? I think Kingster said hi to you. I don't know. I don't think I said your name. I am down to 186 books. But I'm deciding if I should add in my Audible library so I can keep track of that. I don't know. The professor has basically copied and pasted the same questions he asked in the previous one. That's good, no? Or does that make it more difficult? I feel like it can make it more difficult if you're trying to, like, if you need, like, a new answer. But also, I feel like it is nice because you've already, like, framed answers to the questions before. Just especially if they're open-ended can be the hardest part, is just making sure that you're answering the question in the answer. Which seems obvious, right? But, like, sometimes, especially when you're structuring it in, like, an essay format, doesn't always happen. Apparently Book Outlet also has sketchbooks. That I didn't know that. It's crazy. But I have to submit, or I already explained how the system will work in the previous report, and now just need to add some additional technical details. It's gonna yell at me for plagiarizing. Oh, that sucks, yeah. Alright. Why am I in Book Outlet? I don't need any more books. All right. One more sprint. One more sprint. Let's do. That you may want to play on stream someday. It's called The Long Dark. Let me look it up. Similar to games you played Ark. I don't do well with open world craft games. Yeah, see, it's one of Fleen's favorites. That means I'm not gonna like it. That's what it says. Open world survival craft. There's a story mode. Okay, I can do the story mode. Ah. How long is it? Oh. Okay. Cool, thanks for the suggestion. It's not finished though. Interesting. It said each episode takes about 5 to 8 hours to get through. Oh, there's a 2 coming out. Interesting. Like, you guys can see the candle in my glasses. You guys can't see it at the moment, but... Library! Jack has been using my Audible account. That man's gonna get his own account real quick. Okay. Let's... I'm gonna turn down the music just a little bit. Let me see. Perfect. All right. Let's get to working. All right, I will see you all soon.
you bastard! Hydrant!
Welcome back, everyone. If anybody here is in Jess's, you know what? I don't know why I'm asking. I literally have Discord on my computer. You know what? Let me just think. No, this is a different. There's Humble Bundle, and then I'm also seeing an ad for BookBub. What are these things? God, this is so bright. And for what? And for what? Let me look at. Ah! What's happening? Oh, Humble Bundle is just multiple things. Okay. Whereas BookBub is just for books. Okay, I can't with this fucking music anymore. I'm changing it. Here for someone else. Hi, Star. Welcome in. The lighting does eat. That's crazy. Soon I go on my adventure. I'm so happy for you, Glass. I know that you were wanting to take that leap, and I'm glad that I could convince you. And I hope that you have the most fun. Tristan! Long time no see, Tristan. How have you been? How are you doing? Are you there for someone else? When will? Interesting. Give Vil your whole itinerary so he can also join you. If someone else. Interesting. I'm not much of an ebook reader, but I love a good deal, you know? You have a date this week, Tristan? I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh. I hope it goes well. And even if it doesn't go well, it's an experience, right? Don't be too hard on yourself. Ooh, I love a good loop. I love a good little run around. Oh, interesting. You can get it on. Stop it. Oh. The loneliness. I don't know. I don't know. I do really want to save up for an e-reader that's literally only for e-reading, because I feel like my issue is I use my phone and then I get other notifications. My iPad is almost too heavy. Like, it's not comfortable to hold on to. And it's like too bulky to carry around. So I really want to save up for an e-reader and it sucks because it's like I think I would use it. Sorry. Ignore me popping pimples. She thinks I'm funny as hell. I've had this in the bag. But the same when the girl I went out with said I was funny. I did not have it in the bag. Oh no. Do you like Caesar salads or no? If it's a good Caesar salad, yeah. Pool House? That song? Or the one before this that I skipped? If it's a good anything, so thanks for that answer. I mean, yes, I do. Okay, in general, yes, I do like a Caesar salad. But yeah, I don't know. I need to explore the e-reader world. Still waking out. But I'm reading more like before bed. So like this book, I pretty much am solely just reading before bed. And I have a Kobo and use it mostly for library ebooks. Okay, Star, I really want to look into getting a Kobo. I know a lot of people do Kindle, and I know that we are currently on an Amazon website, and I do use Audible. But I would like to maybe look into using like Libro or yeah, like getting a Kobo. But I've never had an e-reader before. But I think if I had to pick one, I would choose Kobo. I've also heard that the deals on Kobo are typically a lot better. But I think I would read physically a lot, or like physically a lot more, because I do quite like reading physically before bed. I packed these, you guys can't really see them, but I have these, they're like decorative boxes that I keep in the top shelf of my closet. I have the smallest two packed. The biggest one is still in my closet. It holds all of like my spare work stuff, like my old stuff that I used to use for work, like my stethoscope and things like that that I don't use anymore. I could probably get rid of, honestly. But it's kind of nice to have in case I need one at home or something. Yeah, but I also don't like a big physical. Like, this is perfect. It's only 200 pages. It's like the perfect little physical book. But then when I get... Right. King. Right. But then, like, some other books, I just wish I could, like, just click through, you know? What are you waiting Ooh, my tattoo artist. I love every time my tattoo artist posts on Instagram, I'm like, let me see. Let me see. Please hold. But especially like classics and stuff, I love to have in multiple different forms because a lot of the ebooks of classics are free because they're not under copyright law anymore. And so it's nice to have all three so I can, for the big font, it's easy on my tired eyes, but then I need to get a physical for the shelf, you know? Yes, and my issue, Blackened, is when it comes to books, like I'm like, oh, I'm really liking this book, like this one. Like, oh, I'm really liking this book. I want to get the next two in the series. But a lot of times I like to get them from secondhand stores or on Book Outlet or whatever. And so having an e-reader, I feel like would help me be more patient with that and also not have to read books that I own all the time. My eyes get all messed up reading digital. Yeah, but e-readers usually have like a non-backlit type thing, you know? That's why I don't really like reading on my phone. Wherever I go. Then I feel like I would have to keep track of all of the ebooks that I own. So I would probably have to add a new tab on my spreadsheet for ebooks. But that might be good. Maybe I could do like an ebook, an audiobook, and then a physical. Isn't there a format column already? That's for when I read it. When I'm reading it physically, or sorry, after I'm reading the book, it asks me like, did I read it physically, ebook or audio? But then my owned TBR has, I guess it does have a type, doesn't it? Let me go look. What the fuck? I don't even know. Sweet creature. Copy of owned library. Ah, you're right. Format. Look at that. You're right. But do I want that to count into my total owned books? I suppose it has to, doesn't it? I think that's where I get a little iffy on it, is do I want it to count on my total owned? Yeah, if I buy them, I guess that's kind of how I feel. But then like, oh, if I have multiple copies, I'm gonna hate that. I'm gonna hate that. I'm gonna expose myself. Allow multiple formats per title. How do I do that? Listen, I didn't make this spreadsheet. The most. How do I get into the habit of reading books? You're in school. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't read books when I was in school. I didn't start reading books till I was out of school. When I was in school, I would just like right before bed, instead of like sitting on my phone or something like that, I would just pick up and read like one chapter, or read, like, the older I get, I hate that saying, but the older I get, the less need I have. I'm so bad about this. I was thinking about this last night when Jack and I were watching Full Metal Alchemist. You can tell. Okay. I'm so bad about not stopping at a chapter. Does anybody else do that? Like, I will read. This is a bad book because it's more in parts than it is in chapters. But like, so say I get to this chapter and the other chapter ends on a cliffhanger. I'll read until like here, and then I'll stop because I've gotten the itch of the cliffhanger done, and I just close it right there. I don't have to finish the chapter. And I do the same thing with TV shows. Last night we were watching Full Metal, and the episode ended on a cliffhanger. And once we started the next episode and like found out the answer to the cliffhanger, I was kind of like, well, I'm ready for bed. Like, I'm so bad about that. But I would say, especially since you're busy, like, don't feel pressured to grandma. Don't feel pressured to like sit and read a whole big amount. Just take it in pieces. I've even seen people who do like, just every time they have free time, they'll just take their book out and like read a little bit. It is a bit difficult, I feel like, to find what, right, Sunny? Yep. Sunny agrees. Don't feel pressured to grandma. I do that with chapters, but episodes is crazy. Yeah. Or sometimes like in Annihilation, it kind of goes back and forth between the past and the present. And one of the present little sections ended, and I swiped forward and started reading the next one. And then I was like, okay, sounds good. Closed it, put it down. Are you done with Annihilation already? I have 30 pages left. 30 pages, 35 pages actually. But yeah, and don't be afraid to like finish the book that you pick up. Have grace with yourself. It's hard to find out what you like and don't like in books, especially when you're feeling like, you know, the books you've heard of a lot, classics, this, that, the other thing. Like, read something fun. Dungeon Crawler Carl, fun. Also, audiobooks, if you can do audiobooks or at least try one, I find those help me fly through reading. Because when I get in the car, my audiobook will start. So I'll listen to a chapter on my way to work. I'll listen to a chapter on the way home from work. You know, I'll be doing stuff. And then, yeah. Or like, instead of scrolling on your phone, try to like make it a habit to put your phone down and read or something. This is great advice. It wasn't for you, so I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Parked it for the moment, or is it you're currently reading A Big Fat Lie? So I'm reading both, actually. So I was that last sprint, I was packing. And so I was listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl. And now I am physically reading Annihilation. So I'm reading both. That make you want to come back. Oh my God, Murderbot, I want to get to so bad. That's one I have sitting back here that I'm like, I don't want to pack it because I want to read it. Novellas are great for getting out of a slump. Read books that align with like your movie and TV show taste. Also, yep, short stories. Murderbot show comes out next month. Bold of listen, I just started Full Metal Alchemist, okay? I am years behind. Eons even. I'm so behind. I'll get to Murderbot in the year 3000, okay? I won't be alive then. That's in 1,000 years. Right. Cheers. Hoping it's good, but I gotta read it before watching. Yeah. I own the first book. The first book is free on the Audible catalog. but the rest of them are not. And so that would be one that would be great to have on ebook. What the fuck? Anyways, but yeah, that's my suggestion. And like when I first started getting back into reading, I would go to the thrift store and just like peruse books. Don't be afraid to buy books brand new, especially when you first start, that you're genuinely super excited to read. That's my personal opinion, because I got so many books in the thrift store when I first started getting back into reading that I never read, because yes, they sounded good, but they weren't enticing enough. Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. I've never heard of that. Yeah, I would just say read right before bed. Quite short. Awesome. Read right before bed. Read when you wake up. Just like make it part of your day, and don't see it as like a time waster. Like, I don't know. But also I don't force myself to read either. Like, there are stints where I don't read hardly anything and I just listen to music and I just vibe. He's known for that in iRobot. Not the entire series. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. Also, don't buy 200 books because it is overwhelming, and then you don't want to read any of them because you want to read all of them at once. That's my advice, is don't be like me. I love sci-fi. Ooh, that's awesome. A lot of genre tropes. Ooh, that's cool. That's very cool. Since it is like classic though, don't feel bad if it starts to drag. Like, a lot of the older books and the ones that defined tropes can feel very like draggy and boring. So don't feel like if you don't like it, it's because you don't like reading or you don't like sci-fi. Kind of take it for what it is, right? Like, it's kind of like the first staple of the sci-fi that we know today, and enjoy that. You have no intention of reading just because you feel like a respectable library should have them. Blackened. Okay. I don't buy books that I don't have an intention of reading, but I do keep books that I feel like a respectable library should have, like Phantom of the Opera. That one. I have zero interest in it, but like I can't get rid of it. Different things. So Foundation is a good start. That's good. Also, Shurjan and Blackened are big readers. I believe both of you have read quite a bit of sci-fi. I'm weirdly in my sci-fi era at the moment. So yeah, if you want any suggestions, we might have one or two. The way that it's a library that others can read. Yeah. But it is staring at me and yeah. As I'm literally been staring at Moby Dick all day because it's like angled perfectly to where it's staring at me. I would like to read Moby Dick. I've heard good things about Moby Dick. Yeah, I've heard good things about Moby Dick. You just kind of have to get past a lot of the info dump bits. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll go through and like get rid of the books that I don't necessarily care for, but I do like to keep books that I think other people will like to a point. If I enjoyed them and I would like to suggest them to many people, I'll keep them. But also recently I've been a lot more cutthroat about what books I'm keeping and which ones I'm getting rid of. So anyways. Also, Book Outlet, top tier. Top fucking tier, okay? That shit is so cheap. I can get like 6 books for like $40. So cheap. And like good books. You just kind of have to like sort through them a little bit. Yes. Book Outlet, not sponsored. Please sponsor me. I will take all of your books. Blackened, same. That is exactly how I feel, except for I don't like people to come to my house. So nobody's ever going to see them, right? But yes, I agree. I do want to have like, someday I want to have a large wall of bookshelves that people, yes, can look at. I've literally never had a guest in my home. Same. And when people talk, people in IRL, when my IRL companions listen to me talk about books, their eyes actually gloss over. So I don't want kids, but I do like leaving behind my books for others once I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting as well. I do have some middle grade books that I've kept, and like I would love to have like a reading room and make like the bottom few shelves like kid friendly, and as you go up you become more adult, and that way like my kids can always like help themselves. Also, I feel like I didn't get to enjoy reading as a kid because I struggled so much with physical reading. And if I would have discovered audiobooks at a younger... What are we packing for? Yay. Hi, Jesse. Welcome in. I am moving in 3 weeks, and I have packed a total of 3 boxes right there. And it's just books. It's just books. I still have a whole book cart here. There's 5 stacks of books behind the book cart. I still have 3 shelves full of books. Don't know, go for movers. So actually Jack works for a company that like rents out moving vans, and he tells me he has it all under control, that I just have to pack my shit. That's what I was told. But yeah, but I do feel like if I would have discovered audiobooks at a younger age, I would have enjoyed reading and read a lot more of my required material when it was required and when I wanted to. Okay, so you need to do the bare minimum. It's still struggling. Exactly.
Ooh, we made a fucky wucky,
Quintuple.
a little fucko boingo.
Hi, quintuple. Or not hi, quintuple. Oh my god, quintuple, you've been here. Thank you so much for gifting us up to Jesse. Vil, you love it.
What?
Sure, Jin.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, we're hype training now. We're hype training. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. You guys are so sweet. The way every time Vil types a chat, I can just hear him saying it in my ears. Packing train. But I don't ever want my kids to feel like they don't like reading because they haven't had access to all those things. Not that my parents should have given me access to audiobooks. Like, it was the fucking 2000s. You know, it was crazy. But like now that everything's so accessible, I want them to be able to just like find what they like and taste test all the books. At least they'd have, yeah. Taste test, yeah. Star! Oh, I was waiting for the...
one. The star chives cheered 1 bits.
The star chives, that's cute. Thank you so much for the 1 biddy. Oh, Jess, also, your reenactment of Nan's emote was, I hate to say it, subpar. I know you can do better than that. You can do better than that. You just gotta, you know? I'm doing right now. I did, bitch. Hi, Oksana. Welcome in. It's good to see you. You should have seen... No, I also need to see Nan's reaction to Jess's reenactment. That's crazy. Roll the tapes. Roll the tape. Jess. I'm currently reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. I know that I told you I wasn't reading it, but now I am. And it's good. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Oksana, thank you so much for the 7 months with Prime as well. And who sent that to her, you rat? I did, obviously. It's always Shootin stirring the pot. You don't sound like it's good. So Blacken's read it. Blacken is on the... Blacken, you're on the 3rd book, I believe. The audiobook is a lot. I'm going to tell you that, but I think that if you listen to it at work, it's good. I listened to it before bed, and Blackened, you know what I mean with the foot. I'm on to book 4 now. Okay, yeah. The foot thing, and I get, yeah, you sexy daddy, smash me with your foot, as I'm falling asleep, okay? And listen, it's a little bit much sometimes. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit much some days. That doesn't help you sleep, no. Yeah. But it's, like, when I'm listening to it during the day, it's really, like, cheeky and fun. But right before bed sometimes, I just have to turn it off. Why is no one clipping the shit out of this? I'm sure they are. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what Freebird's doing right now. Are we rating? Are we ending? What are we doing? Oh my gosh, we're still hype training. Oh my god, I thought the hype train was done. Okay. Okay, I gotta watch this. Freebird! Hello, I love you. I was literally just in your stream trying to figure out if you were rating out or not. Okay, no, I'm sharing this with the class. This shit's funny. Right, that's TJ. Okay. Watch TJ for just half a second, please. You guys can't hear. Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Who followed? Who followed me? Hi, Kitclaw. Thank you so much for your follow. Welcome in. Okay.
Yes. How does she? No, she does. I can't do it as good as her. She's evil. She looks so evil. I can't do it. Hang on.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Jess, I love you so much. I'm sorry that I'm putting you on blast.
Her tongue.
I can't do it the way she does it. I can't do it the way she
That's
does
so fucking good. No, the way that you can hear the hands.
Nance notices the weirdest noises.
The hissing is so good.
The way you Nance
Yes.
always notices.
Like a
it.
fly. Oh my god,
she
that's
does- she-
amazing.
I can't do it as good as her.
Okay. Pause. How do I pause this? Pause. Anyways, I also have tears in my eyes. I don't know why this light isn't like coming on. Oh my god. There we go. She does notice weird noises. Vil would know. Also, Freebird, I didn't do shit to Vil, okay? Vil is... Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Oh my god. I love this emote. Look at that shit. I didn't do anything. Stop letting him scare you. Since I already have all of them. You already have all of them, Shurjan? That's crazy. It wasn't. You didn't ask for advice, Vil. You didn't ask for advice. Up to level 25. That's crazy. That's an option? I think so. Also, ambient lighting brought to you by Albin Lane Candle Company. Right here. Also, I have 3 sets of the spring collection at my house that I now have to pack and move because I've just neglected to tell my family that candles are here. And I scammed you. No, it's okay, Jess. I forget as well. I forget probably more than you do. No, I do. The bookstore exclusive ones are so good. Are those the tomato ones?
You bastard! Hydrate!
Ooh, we bundled up. Freebird, let me tell you what Vil has done to me today. Okay? And every day since I met him. I was gonna piss. Always. Also, today, I was laughing like Vil, and listen, we almost ended stream right then and there. Yes! Do I refund these points or not? No. I just hydrated. I would have a store like that. My dream is to run a bookstore, but I never will. He said to keep his points last time. Yeah, and then I ended up hydrating, so I didn't scam him anyways. All right. What's the vibe for the rest of the day?
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Right. Vil actually just messaged me saying that I can have his points and that you've actually scammed him a billion times. That's funny. I say fight the boss. Me, personally. Always. Every day. Every day. No, we're not fighting the boss. I simply can't. I'm hydrating. Sunny is so cute. I threw all the blankets on the bed,
Hydrate, you bastard!
and he
Hydrate!
is sleeping like a sweet baby angel. Wait, why did I kind of slay that Nan's emote reenactment? I hate words. Mick, do you like the smell of paint or no? No. Next question. Reenaction. I'm hopeful. Oh, on the options that the Oblivion remaster actually drops. I don't know anything about the Oblivion drop, but I am here for the drama. I hope, okay. Listen, don't cancel me. I love you all. I hope it doesn't drop just to get a rise out of people. What, you don't like to sniff some paint? No, I don't. I prefer, actually, I really like the smell of gasoline. Babies are easy. Yeah, wait till she's a toddler. If it doesn't release, it's going to ruin my motherfucking week. I have an idea. Hollow Knight. Better idea. Ori. Is there Oblivion tea? Yeah, there's like rumors that they're doing a remaster, but like it hasn't been confirmed. And so Jess is banking an entire week on it dropping and doesn't even know. Platinumed Hollow Knight already. Right. You have to log out of TJ's Steam and log into your own. And then let me know what it says. Madison VR? I'm not that cruel. I know, Shurjin, but it was just the first thing that came to my mind. Maybe smush some stuff with your feet. Jess platinums all of her games. The vat of what the fuck is a vat of grapes? It's fine. Yeah. Blackened, we get it. If people would get on the train and read Dungeon Crawler Carl, maybe y'all would get it too. Especially Granny, yeah. I don't like that song. YouTube. Oh. Oh my god, no. Do they fall? Yeah, the lady on the right needs to move her feet more. You can't just keep stomping the same grapes. She's also one that's gonna fall, I can already tell. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Why is she making that noise? Okay, she knocked the wind out of herself. Obscure reference. You have to record it on the VHS recording. We don't do that here. No, we don't do that here. What you do is you ask, and then Shrujan goes to my Discord and looks at what is playing, and then we'll tell you, because I won't notice. Jess, I also love Cage the Elephant. I fucking love Cage the Elephant. Oh my god, why am I crying? It's the noise you make when you pull out a barrel of grapes. Right. A very specific noise. Hold on. Okay. I was telling Vil, when was I telling you this? Yesterday? So does everybody remember on Friday? It had to have been yesterday because it happened Friday. Vil was in stream pretty much the whole time, right? Vil missed the Benjamin conversation. Can you, what? The Benjamin thing, yeah. For those of you who weren't here on Friday, if I say Benjamin, what does that mean to you? That you can set up song requests and have a song widget on stream. I've been told. I haven't fixed anything on stream in probably a year. Vape? Yes. Okay, thank you. Penguin Benjamin. He's just working in the back of the store. Okay, so a Benjamin is slang for like a dab pen, which is like a vape but with THC. And I said Benjamin because I thought everybody would get it. Blackened intrusion think I'm talking about a penis and that there's somebody jacking off in the back of Staples while I'm testing out new desk chairs. Just makes me laugh. Stop me out so listening. Benjamin from the back. I hate it here. Well, you guys literally, first of all, Blacken goes, I came out of my TikTok scrolling because I heard that. So I thought you guys know what it is because it's like a TikTok thing. I don't even have TikTok. I like a penguin named Benji better than that. Yeah, I do like a penguin named Benjamin. That was so random. I went to Staples last week and somebody was hitting their dab pen in the back. And I think it was a worker because there was like a total of 4 people in the store. And it was very, very strong. Like I was like, I might need to leave. But I called it a Benjamin instead of a THC pen. And apparently we aren't in with that lingo. And some of chat thought that somebody was jacking off and that I was just hanging out, making eye contact with him. I was not. Yeah. I feel old now. Listen, I should not make you feel old. But you call all hot tubs jacuzzis. I've never called it a jacuzzi ever, actually. Because what's the difference between a hot tub and a jacuzzi? Jacuzzi has the, right? You know what I'm talking about? Jacuzzi's a brand name. Right. And I bet you call tissue a Kleenex. The body shaking. The Jets. Not how you spell it, Vil. Not how you spell it. We don't even have Kleenex where I'm from. Right. I am. Love me the. It's a typo here. Or it's a tempo. Oh my gosh. Look at Stars still just getting shit done. We're just being gremlins. Me. Yeah. A lot of people call them Kleenexes, actually. Ville's nice to Jess. What are we not, gremlins? Exactly. Yeah, start out here a real coworker. I've worked on the beach painting a little bit. Okay, it's not done. And don't be like Ville and not see the vision, okay? Because I still need to add the grass. But I've added on the shadows. So you can see there's like the shadow. So this is like a hill. Right? Thank you, thank you. Oh, I see the shadow now. Right. Yeah, so I'll work on that. I've already mixed up the green. I've got the green mixed up right here. So I just need to rehydrate that at some point and we're good to go. I thought maybe you spilled paint. Yeah, I know you did. You've only gotten that little. Yeah. Because when it's wet, you can't keep adding on to it, so you have to wait for it to dry. But then by the time it dries, I'm like moved on to the next task, you know. ADHD and watercolor, not a great combo. All right, shall we read out? But you picked watercolor anyways. I didn't realize that watercolor was the hardest medium. But I do kind of want to transition over to gouache for some things as well. No, you did, Ville. I get it. It was okay. I'm not upset about it. Next time, do dot painting. Like stippling? Oil paints? Yeah, right. Not you telling me not to send you gouache reels when you're the one painting it. Okay, but that specific reel was way out of my wheelhouse. I used to love gouache, yeah. You only paint by dotting color in. It'd kind of be like stippling, but, or like, you can do that with Bob Ross stream 24 hours go. I just thought you'd like it. Right. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I misread that message. I love Bob. Who do I love? I don't really love Bob. He's all right. He's chill. He's a little too... He doesn't show enough personality for me. No, he just doesn't give enough personality. Not enough D-gen energy, you know? It comes too easy to him as well. Don't call my man toxic. Are you kidding me? Not online enough. Exactly. Not in the new media as much as I would like him to be. He needs to just get with the times. Get on TikTok, make TikToks, you know. He's streaming right now. I know he's streaming right now. The man is dead. I know that was the joke. That's not Quintuple. Were you trying to point at sausage message? Imagine shitting on the deceased. That's my favorite thing to do. You and Adam fall. I'm genuinely disappointed I haven't seen more Bob Ross Hopecore edits. Exactly. Excuse me? Excuse me, that is not your tennis ball, sir. That's not your ball. I packed all of my sketchbooks in one of the drawers. And I found this tennis ball, which is used to like roll out knots. And I set it on top of the nightstand to place it elsewhere. And this man, come here, show your face. This man just hijacked it for himself. Good boy. You can own it. That's okay. Yeah, you like it, huh? You love your ball? Can't have it? Drop. No? I can't have? I'm just getting the hair out of your mouth. Right. What did you expect? I don't know what I expected. I kind of forgot that he likes tennis balls. I gotta try nutritional yeast someday. I also do. Is nutritional yeast... I'm not following anything for it. I just had found the inspo picture on her YouTube channel. It's not my videos. That's not what I want. Playlists. Right, Hannah MP. But she does have a tutorial on it that I have saved. So, you know what? It would kind of be fun for me to do it my own way and then to go back and... Yes, Hannah, Member of Parliament. Exactly. And then go back and follow the tutorial and see how it differs. Right? Right? Right. Right. All right, let's raid. What the fuck are we doing? I will see you all on Tuesday. Go check out the schedule. I posted it. Yeah, and that's the tutorial. That's the same person that gave me the tutorial for... Shit, I don't have it. It's in the drawer packed already. But that's the one I did for the... Here, I have a picture of it on my phone. For the water painting. For this one. Okay, well, right. For that one. It's the same person. See you guys when Oblivion releases tomorrow. Right. I do work tomorrow. So if you start early, I might not make it. I wonder if it releases today at midnight or tomorrow at midnight. That would really determine a lot for your day, wouldn't it, Jess? I'm gonna look it up for you. April 21st at 12 p.m. EST. So you're AST? So it'd be 11 a.m. your time tomorrow. I hate planning around information I do not have. Oh, right, 1 p.m. Right, because I'm 2 hours behind you. Yes, so 1 p.m. EST is the rumor. If this doesn't release, I'm going to deep dive into the drama. Yeah, 11 a.m. for me, 1 p.m. for Jess. What about for me? 6 p.m.? 7 p.m.? 7, I think. I think you're 7. UK is 6. Right? Or 5? Right, Bill. It's 9 p.m. for you? Anyways, you know what? We're see y'all later. Yeah, right now, Bill. 11 p.m. here. Oh, now. So yeah, so it'll be 6 p.m. for Levita, 5 p.m. for Vil, 5 p.m. for Quintuple, 12 p.m. for Shurjan, 11 a.m. for me, 1 p.m. for Jess. Mic drop. Yeah, just 1 p.m. for you. That's all you need to know. All right, everybody go give Hallie a kiss. Only if she allows you to, though. Just blow her a kiss. Don't actually make contact. That's weird. That's really weird. I can't wait to kiss her. Jess, you lay it on her. You specifically can lay it on her. All right. I see you on Tuesday. Bye.